Kristen Welker is the moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, good morning. Great to see you. I spent last night, this gives you a window into my social life, reading the transcript of your interview with President Trump. And boy, was there a lot in there. What were some of your key takeaways?
Willie, this was a wide-ranging, really extraordinary interview. We did start off by talking about Iran, the president making it very clear he's not in a rush to get a deal. He wants to get a good deal. I pressed him on his promise not to get the United States engaged in foreign wars. He said this is not going to be a forever war. He insists it's not a quagmire. I also talked to him about the fact that people are suffering right now because of the high cost of gas. We were in a rural district in Wisconsin where farmers are feeling the pressure. Diesel is up. The cost of fertilizer is up. His message, those prices are going to start to come down as soon as this war ends. Willie, the backdrop to this interview became a story in and of itself. At the invitation of the White House, we conducted this interview in Wisconsin in a farm and actually in a barn inside that farm. It started to rain heavily about 20 minutes into the interview. And then, Willie, the interview was interrupted multiple times where we had to stop, wait for the rain to pass, and then restart our interview. And then ultimately, Willie, because of apparently those disruptions, as well as frustration with a line of questioning, he was talking about his unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud in California. I was pressing him, what is the evidence on that? Out of frustration over that line of questioning, President Trump did end the interview. So it really is a remarkable exchange, and it's all coming up on Meet the Press, Willie.
He didn't appreciate your telling the truth about the 2020 election and pushing back about what's happening in California. A lot to watch in that interview. Kristen, thanks so much. We'll look for more this morning on Meet the Press when Kristen has much more of that thorough and exclusive interview with President Trump.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.